Did you know that 7-Up used to be used as an antidepressant? On this episode of Antique Bottle Stories. Charles Leeper Grigg was born in 1868 in Missouri. About the year 1900, Grigg moved to St. Louis and started working in advertising and sales with several firms before being introduced to the soda business. About 1919, Grigg started working for a company owned by Vest Jones. In 1925, Grigg came up with a soft drink there. It was an orange soda called Whistle. Grigg had some disagreements with the management and he ended up leaving Vest. He also had to leave his soft drink behind when he left. He took a job at a new soft drink manufacturer where his primary role was to develop new flavors for sodas. His next soft drink was another orange-flavored drink called Howdy. He went on to form the Howdy Company. Howdy's biggest competitor was Orange Crush and ended up getting crushed. So he changed his plan from orange drinks to lemon lime. By October 1929, he had invented this new drink called Bib Label Lithiated Lemon Lime Soda. But that was a mouthful and not very catchy. The name was quickly changed to 7-Up Lithiated Lemon Soda, and then it was just shortened to 7-Up in 1936. So it took about 7 years for 7-Up to be called 7-Up. There are lots of theories, but no one knows for sure why 7-Up was given the name 7-Up. Grigg felt he had a great tasting formula, and it also seemed to have some medicinal benefits. He spent 2 years testing 11 different formulas before he settled on a formula that he deemed to be the most refreshing and thirst-quenching. There were a number of lemon lime drinks out there, but none of them had developed a following yet. 7-Up nowadays is clear, but some sources say that in 1929 it was brown like Coca-Cola. But in all the advertising I've seen, as early as the 1940s, it looks clear to me, so I'm not sure. So right after the soda was debuted, the stock market crashed in 1929, like 2 weeks later. Being a little marketing savvy, he took the unusual step of claiming that the lithia ingredient in the soda could affect your moods. During the Great Depression, he figured a large number of people would need a little pick-me-up. Lithium is a salt found in groundwater and has long been used to treat bipolar disorder and depression. Oddly enough, the marketing of the drink turned out to be a huge success. Even though there were other lemon lime competitors out there, 7-Up actually cost more than most of them and was still hanging in there. And by the 1940s, 7-Up was the third best-selling soft drink in the world. Coca-Cola was first, and I can't find which soda was the second one. If I had to guess, I would probably say ginger ale, but that's just a guess. During this incredible growth, the Howdy Company changed its name to the 7-Up Company. The earliest 7-Up advertising featured a winged 7-Up logo and described the soft drink as a glorified drink in bottles only, 7 natural flavors blended into a savory, flavory drink with a real wallop. In 1948, the FDA banned lithium in beer and soft drinks. So the company needed to come up with a new campaign. Fresh Up with 7-Up was the new slogan. Fresh Up Freddy was a character created by Disney for ads for 7-Up in 1957. He was voiced by a guy named Paul Vries. Here's a little clip of him.
Right now, you are probably asking yourself, how can I give a successful party anytime? Well, first you need a confetti cutter, a horn tooter, a balloon blower, and of course, plenty of food, plenty of laughs, and most important of all, plenty of 7-Up. Everybody likes the fresh, clean taste of 7-Up.
Freddy was eventually replaced by another 7-Up mascot named Spot. Cool Spot was born in the 1980s, and in 1993 he had his own video game, but Spot also died out in the 1990s. When Charles Grigg died in 1940, at the age of 71, his son took command of the company. Today, 7-Up is owned by the Dr. Pepper Snapple Group. I have 3 bottles of 7-Up. Two of them have a date of 1937, which you can see here, kinda. And it's cool because 1937 is 1 year after it started being called 7-Up. They're pretty beat up. They were dug out of the ground and most of the paint is worn off. But this one has enough remnants to be able to tell that it would have looked like this one. See how it has a girl with some bubbles and a little 7-Up logo in the front? The 1937 ones have a big embossed 7-Up at the top. Most sodas at the time came in 6-ounce bottles, but 7-Up came in 7-ounce bottles. The bottle design changes a few times over the years, and you can see my 1954 bottle is in really nice shape. The girl is gone from the logo, but 7-Up is still in the front. It's all painted, there's no embossing on this one at all. They're all machine made. They all have a few tiny bubbles in them, which sometimes happens in machine-made bottles after the 1930s. I'll leave you with this 1964 commercial, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.
7-Up is all action. No matter what the time or place, let's keep up with that happy pace.
Get real action, 7-Up your thirst away. Get real action, 7-Up your thirst away. Say life's great, all of it.
With 7-Up.
Let's make a ball of it.
With 7-Up.
Any thirst you can get, 7-Up can quench quickly, completely. It restarts the natural moisture in your mouth. 7-Up is all action.
With 7-Up, you'll quench your thirst. With 7-Up, you'll quench it first. Get real action, 7-Up. 7-Up, 7-Up your thirst away.